For years, I've been meaning to make this video, and because many of you in this part of the world are on vacation now, and it's a slow period, I want to offer you something that can fill your time between going to the beach and partying. I myself can use some of this summertime with this video before I dive back into the next season of 434 work and uploads in September. We all deserve a break at least once a year. I'm a big fan of movies, and I must have seen probably everything worth watching that was produced in the last 4 decades, but it's rare that I find something valuable. The list of movies that I'm presenting here is comprised of good quality cinema and TV shows, and it took me many years to come up with it. When you watch these productions, you'll always feel like you have gained something, as they are stimulating, relaxing, or entertaining, and they will not make you feel like you've wasted 90 minutes of your life, which is the case with 95% of everything that you'll find on streaming platforms these days. I stay away from unnecessarily violent and low-frequency content, so most of these films are family-friendly. They're not naive or boring. They're of good quality, motivational, inspiring, or heartwarming. You'll not find a list like that anywhere, because even if you search for, let's say, the best psychedelic movies, you'll always get typical and obvious titles like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas or Waking Life, which are not really good titles. This list you'll appreciate both as a psychonaut and as someone who enjoys good cinema. As I was writing this video, it occurred to me that it would be great to sit with you guys in a movie theater and watch all of them together. That would be an awesome experience. I wouldn't mind starting a 434 movie discussion club. For the sake of this video, I think it's a good idea to treat these movies for what they are, stories. For the next 10 minutes, let's not concentrate on trashing Hollywood. We all know who these people are, but in this video, let's just enjoy what they offer to us intellectually and emotionally before they completely turned into a mindless propaganda machine. There are 3 categories in which I'll present these movies. First one is 434 values represented in movies that will help you understand the nature of metaphysical reality. The second one are movies that just raise your frequency while being entertaining and relaxing. And the third category is awakening movies that can help you understand the nature of the physical world you live in. These categories are a reflection of the type of videos you'll find on the 434 channel. I want this video to be the first part, and after getting suggestions from you, I'll probably upload another one, as I'm aware there's plenty of movies and TV shows that I forgot or don't know about. Leave a comment with anything that you feel falls in these 3 categories, and I'll make another video. There's a lot of them, so I won't be describing everything in detail. You can find the trailers yourself, or you can read the synopsis online, but as always, there's a link in the description and you can download the file with the full list. If, like me, you enjoy watching movies, this list will offer you weeks or even months of good quality content. I know that sometimes even one title can change your understanding of life in a significant way, and I would appreciate if you could return the favor by sponsoring the results of all my work for you. You can join Patreon or Subscribestar for monthly membership, or use Cash App, PayPal, or bank and crypto transfer. Donate anything you can, and it will make a huge difference to this channel's future. If you want to know more, or if you want to discuss anything, schedule a donation-funded chat. You will find all links in the video description. I hope I can count on your support. Thank you. Let's start with the first category. I'll open it with one of the most important movies for me, which is The Adjustment Bureau, from 2011 with Matt Damon and Emily Blunt. It's a nice romantic story that explains how fluid our reality is and how your life is being adjusted by powers we know very little of. I can confirm that this is a machine elf movie. I haven't seen anything that explores this subject better than this film. Next one would be 1999 The Matrix, which is an amazing classic talking about not only how our reality works in terms of being controlled, but also how our society is designed and what it means to awaken from it. I find it really surprising that there are people who haven't seen the movie yet, and if you're one of them, go and watch it once you finish this video. You can easily ignore the 3 other parts because they're really not good, especially the most recent one. Although the words of the architect and then the analyst are quite important, but the first part is the most important one. A very similar movie is called The 13th Floor, and it is from the same year, which is a very interesting coincidence. It explores the nature of the Matrix and this earthly life being a simulation in a similar fashion, and it's quite an interesting movie. I wonder if there's actually anyone who hasn't seen The Truman Show from 1998, but if you have, watch it again to find out if you see the metaphor for this earthly reality and our place in it. Pay close attention to the words of Christoph when he addresses Truman at the end. Next on my list is a surprising title, the 2020 Pixar animation called The Soul, and it is one of the most accurate descriptions of the spirit world that I have ever seen on the big screen. It's an amazing story revealing the truth about earthly life and reincarnation. Next are two of my personal favorites by Wayne Dyer, The Shift from 2009 and My Greatest Teacher from 2011. Two beautiful films that explain human life and its struggles from the spiritual perspective. Don't ask me where to watch them because these movies are not mainstream and can be difficult to find. They're both Hay House productions, so they should be available on their website. Another movie I would suggest you watch is a 2007 The Nines with Ryan Reynolds, and I'm not even going to try and describe it because it's a really cool roller coaster and it will take you a while to understand what is going on in it, but trust me, it's good. It's a surprisingly decent Hollywood production with great actors in it. Then we have Arrival from 2016, which is also a big Hollywood production that won many awards. Even though it seems like it's a sci-fi movie about extraterrestrials, it's actually a much deeper story with great music, and if you remember, I've already mentioned it in one of my videos in the past for that reason. Next on the list would be two TV series. The first one is Lost, that ran for 6 seasons from 2004 until 2010, and it's an amazing story that, again, explains the truth about the purpose of human life, but you'll only find out how it works once you get to the last 121st episode. The OA from 2016 is a super psychedelic, crazy TV series that deals with the subject of interdimensional travel, but it will take you a while to understand what you're watching. You have to be patient. The first season is very good, and the second one gets crazy real quick, and it might be a bit too much for you. The first one is great though. Another important psychedelic movie that needs to be on this list is the 2011 Limitless with Bradley Cooper. The movie is on the list because NZT48 that is shown in the movie is actually mushroom psilocybin, and it is a super psychedelic story. If you want to dive deep into the world of simulation and matrix glitches, you have to watch the 2019 Mandela Effect. It is fairly unknown, but trust me, it's a really good story that might actually be much closer to the truth than you think. The list wouldn't be complete without the 2009 masterpiece by James Cameron, Avatar. This story of blue aliens, although it seems like a simple fairy tale, has actually much deeper meaning related to human relationship with nature and the metaphysical. And although we're still listing movies that deal with the supernatural, we will shift now towards the feel-good category with Bruce Almighty, which might feel like a surprising entry on the list. This 2003 comedy with Ace Ventura and Rachel Green shows the true structure of divine management and intervention that was presented to me on one of my trips. I recently watched the movie and I was really surprised how accurate it is. The next must-see movie is the 1993 Groundhog Day with my favorite Bill Murray. This movie actually opens a separate category that deals with the time loop. This subgenre is very close to my heart after my heroic dose trip in 2015 that got me stuck in a time loop that I couldn't get out of for a very long time. You would be surprised how many movies exist based on that premise, and the next 4 titles on the list are exactly about that. They're all very different and unique in their own way, but all deal with the main characters repeating the same day and being stuck in it. Before I Fall from 2015 with Zoe Deutsch feels like a teenage flick at first, but it's actually a very good transformation movie with a more profound message. This would also apply to the 2021 movie called The Map of Tiny Perfect Things, still about teenagers but with a very interesting twist. Although still in the Groundhog Day category, the 2020 Palm Springs opens the feel-good part of the list. It's a crazy comedy that I found only recently and it's really fun to watch. The 2018 Every Day is a bit of a different time loop film, also a teenage flick category, and it's about a very sweet girl and her relation with one person occupying many bodies every day. Before moving on to the rest of the high-frequency movies, it's important to mention Midnight Gospel, an animated series released on April 20th, 2020 by Duncan Trussell. It's an incredibly unique and creative production made of 8 episodes based on actual podcast audio. Get high and watch it, you'll thank me later. There is one sitcom on the list that ran from 1996 to 2001 about a family of 4 aliens who land on Earth and try to learn about human life while being humans themselves. I'm talking about Third Rock from the Sun, and it's a really funny TV series that has a special place in my life, mainly because of the incredible cast. There are 6 seasons and 139 episodes, all of them really funny. Little Tommy from that show later becomes Don John in a movie from 2013 addressing the difficult problem of addiction. It also stars Scarlett Johansson and Julianne Moore. This title opens another subgenre of sex-related movies like 2009 Spread with the gold-digging Kelso. Another deep movie about transformation, but definitely fun to watch. And then 2 of my favorite ones, Zack and Mary Make a Porno from 2008 with Elizabeth Banks and Seth Rogen. And the second one is a good old-fashioned orgy from 2011, which opens 3 positions on the list with Jason Sudeikis. This one is a super chill comedy that I highly recommend. Then, 2015, Sleeping with Other People, which almost didn't make it to the list because I didn't like the ending, but I guess the rest of the movie is fine, so just give it a chance. And here's the last of the sex-related movies, and the last one on the list with Jason, called Tumbledown, also from 2015. Wow, this guy's busy. That movie is actually a bit more on the serious side, but still a very good one. Oh wait, I think I lied to you. There's another one that I have on the list with Jason Sudeikis. Actually 4 movies with him. It's Kodachrome from 2017 with one of the Olsen twins and Ed Harris. A great story about 2 men working out their differences who happen to be a father and a son. Which brings me to the last title in the feel-good section, 2015 Aloha, with a bunch of amazing actors like Bradley Cooper, Emma Stone, Rachel McAdams, Bill Murray, John Krasinski, and so on. I love this movie because of 2 scenes in it. The first one showing the complexity of male communication, and the other one that for a split second shows the relationship between a father and a daughter. And the last entry in this category would be Almost Famous from 2000 by the same director who made Aloha. And this one is very close to my heart because it shows a very similar journey through the world of music of a teenager, but in my case it was techno and rave, not 70s hippie rock. The last category would be movies that explain the nature of this physical reality, and they have a bit darker and more conspiratory tone. The first on the list has to be Hunger Games trilogy, released between 2012 and 2015. The rebellious Jennifer Lawrence is in all of them, and if you would like to learn what the future of Earth will probably be, that's what you need to see. I highly recommend this inspirational movie that changed the course of this channel. Also with Jennifer Lawrence, the 2021 Don't Look Up. If you want to understand the insanity of the last 2 years, I highly recommend that film, although it will be very interesting to realize that it's difficult to figure out whether this movie was intended to be a parody or not, because it ended up being the perfect description of the quote mark humans mentality. Another very cool version of Human Future was shown in Idiocracy from 2006 by Mike Judge that received a limited, suppressed theatrical release only to go viral and gather a huge cult following. It's an amazing comedy about the direction in which the whole world is being pushed right now. I will end the list with the oldest classic here called They Live from 1988, which is a must-see for anyone who wants to understand the hostile takeover of the establishment. As I was writing this video, I realized that I actually lost somewhere an updated list of the movies that I've been writing down for the last year, knowing that I'm going to upload this soon, so I already know that there's many more important films that you should watch. But let's stop for now, and as I said at the beginning, I'm waiting for you to send me your suggestions for these 434 movies, and hopefully you'll help me to upload the second part of this video soon. There are plenty of sci-fis and documentaries I would love to talk to you about, but let's see how popular this video is first. Again, please donate to help me and this channel, or schedule a chat. All links in the video description. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. Like this video and share it with everyone you care about. For merchandise, go to shop.b434.com. Leave your email address at news.b434.com. Visit the website of the artist and the musician I featured here. For more info or contact, visit b434.com and join 434's social media on YouTube, Facebook, BitChute, Instagram, Spotify, Snapchat, Twitter, Reddit, Discord, Telegram, VK, TikTok, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Dailymotion, SoundCloud, and a few other ones you can see on the screen now. All links in the video description and at b434.com.